Hey guys, welcome to the Retro Gaming Junction. This is Camilio and we are continuing our game of Septerra Core. We're going below the catacombs, well, in another level of the catacombs. What we're doing right now is going into Jinnam? I think that's the name of the city that got the shell below got pushed. Well, one of the continent on the shell below got pushed on the continent above and got crushed under, like one of the, it went like this. So we're going through this shell to go into the other shell. Probably gonna explore the entire thing here. I have no idea what's here. Their treasures or what. How do you like the new YouTube restricted mode? I mean, many of you, well, it didn't affect me, so I would have noticed immediately. I think you have to, yeah, you probably didn't get affected, or if it did, like there's some channel, like if Red Letter Media doesn't post in a month or even 2 weeks, there's a big problem, and there's other YouTubers that I watch every single day or podcasts, so like if it would have been turned on my channel, like my subscription fee would have been empty or almost empty, and like, what the fuck is going on? I don't know why it got turned on for certain people, because that's what's being reported. I can't say for myself that wasn't the case. Yeah, well, them making that video, I heard it before on other channel, but them making that video prompted me to post on Discord, because I was like, okay, if Red Letter Media talks about it, it's because it's a big deal, I think. The other YouTubers, they will drama for a lot of things, so I don't listen to everything they say, because there's a lot of bullshit. It's just that somebody said something that I thought was amazing, is that if you're not a lot on YouTube, you just go once in a while. You have your account, but you don't go. And when you do, you mostly watch very, very child-friendly stuff. You don't go into violent stuff, you know. So maybe you were one that got restricted on by default because YouTube thought, oh, he likes his stuff restricted. I don't know. Well, that person might decide to open YouTube one day and say, hey, let's see what's the last video of Red Letter Media, or let's see what's the last video of Angry Video Game Nerd, or whatever. And they go on their channel, they literally go on the channel themselves, they go into the video section, and they see the last video is from 6 months ago. This channel's dead, unsubscribe. You know? And when I heard that, I was like, yes, I know some people that would definitely do that. I think they're dumb, but a lot of people are dumb. Do you want them watching your videos? Maybe not. Sometimes a little cleaning is overdue. Yeah, a lot of people don't watch YouTube. I'm a big YouTube watcher. Like, YouTube is my new TV. Wake up in the morning, open up the computer, which is always open anyway, and the subscription tab is always open. F5 that. Check what's new. Always in the subscription tab, never on the home page. The home page is evil. You can go if you want, but That's not where you get your stuff. You go into your subscription page, your subscription feed, and you watch what you subscribed to instead of what the algorithm tells you to watch. Because some people are like, I'm missing videos. I never miss any video, ever. If I missed it, because sometimes I'll watch a video and I'll see on the right side a thumbnail of, let's say, Red Letter Media, and I'm like, wait, like, so lately, yeah, it happened for NoClip. So NoClip posted a video on Wolfenstein, and the thumbnail appeared, like, on the right side while I was watching a video, and I'm like, wait, when did that was posted? Like, it says 3 days ago, and I'm like, 3 days ago? I didn't see that. Then I go back to my subscription feed, and I scroll. And I realized, yes, 3 days ago, it was there, I just missed it. It's my own fault. It's not because it wasn't there or anything. Alt YouTube, you mean like Rumble or... What's alt YouTube? Oh yeah, I believe you, dude. 2 years ago! That's crazy. The thing is, on my channel, I can safely say that I was not affected. Most of my videos are for adults. First of all, just... This, I mean... This is for adults, not because of violence or whatever, it's just because this is a 30-year-old game. Also, my language is pretty rough. So, Rumble, Odyssey, BitChute, yeah. I was on BitChute for a while. I went to all these places, Rumble, Odyssey, BitChute, but you're right. It devolves into, it's just politics, but drama politics. Not true politics. Just yelling at the camera for hours. And saying the world is shit. You know, that doesn't really do much. I like to be informed. So it did keep me informed for a while. Because, man, I'm done with traditional media. I've been done with traditional media way before fucking COVID. A lot of people are like, well, since COVID, I don't watch fucking media. Well, I mean, you should have stopped before. It was always shit. It was better maybe in the 90s, but lately, at least since at least 10 years old, from 10 years, it's just shit. You're just watching corporate advertising, essentially. Your media is sponsored by all these megacorps, and I like to use this term because it is when it's fucking megacorps. We're in Shadowrun now. It's megacorps, and it's that what it is. You need to be aware of that, and it's not all bad, but you need to be aware of it, or you'll be exploited. Oh yeah, she's the best. Oh, BBC. Oh my god, the BBC. Don't get me started on the BBC. I'll tell a little anecdote about the BBC is that when I went for my honeymoon, I went into Scotland, which was amazing. But like in the hotel, in the morning or more at night, when you're trying to get to sleep but you just can't because it's too much excitement. The trip, I watched the BBC and that was 2006. Jesus, that was 2006, and it was fucked up. It was fucked up. It was already corporate slop back in 2006 in the UK. Yeah, against this, like 5 creatures here. I'll just go with the Big Bang. I don't even know if I have enough magic for that. Hmm. That's not gonna be... Well, let's start with that. Hey, Nix! Oh, yeah, no, it's the same thing here. It's the same thing everywhere. It's... You just have to... That's on one character? Wait, I thought it was on everyone. Oh, no, I need to add the all. It's when I do... Voyons, Law, Berserk... Law plus Chaos plus Mirror. That does Black Hole. I don't need to do all on that because it's already 3 cards anyway. But if you're listening to BBC Radio, it's different. If you read the news, even in traditional media, it's a step over. It's so much better than just than watching the TV and the news, the video news. Like you have like video news, audio news, text news, traditional news, and then you have independent media, which can be pretty much anywhere. But I tend to really, yeah, I get my news from independent sources, and then I get my news from the source. You know? It's not hard. It does require a little more work than just watching CNN. Here we don't watch CNN, it's something else. It's TVO News. Ugh. Yeah, now I'm gonna do the fucking Chaos plus Law plus Mirror equal Black Hole on everybody. This will do like 600 damage. Okay, this is definitely some kind of boss or something. He was just hanging there, but... well, you know, it's... It's... I don't really want to go into politics right now, but... I'd like to talk about politics with you any day, Alrogen, but not necessarily on stream, though. I don't know why we ended up here. It's probably my fault. I tend not to judge people like too harshly. First of all, he's your dad. So in my mind, you should love him unconditionally, but... But, you know... It's hard, man. Septerra Core equals politics. No, Septerra Core equals lots of boring, not a bit boring. I don't want to say this game is boring, you know. But calling a spade, lots of downtime that I don't have to think about the game. And now I can devolve into real world things, which is not good. And that's why, especially nowadays, I tend to focus and also say that better games are the games that I can't do this. I can't just blah 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 my way through the game the whole time talking about all sorts of things because I need to play the fucking game. Yeah, I can't do anything more anyway. Like Interstate 76 is a good example of what I would qualify as a great game, because when I'm playing that game, there's no downtime, never. There's a cutscene, I'm focusing on the cutscene. I'm taking my salvage, I am repairing my cars, and I jump into the game, and maybe sometimes there's the road and there's not much going on and I could think about other things. But mostly it's a hands-on experience the whole time. No, I don't need to heal anyone. Just... The point of playing the game is to play the game. Also, critique the game as well as possible, enjoy the game in some way. Yes, I'm like that. So if you say that, you're probably like that. Some people don't like the critiquing of the game. And I sometimes have this damn, these guys are tough. I have this reflection where I'm like, maybe I should just shut up about games. And not necessarily talk about all the things about stop analyzing the game, because it's like a movie. I can't help myself, but if I stop analyzing a movie, I'm in the movie. I'm completely disconnected with my real life or life as a grand sense, and I'm in the movie. You know what I mean? So I should not analyze the movie, because if I'm analyzing the movie, I'm not in the moment. I'm in the moment on my sofa, but not... No, but not black hole. That's too much. That's too much magic. Yeah, sometimes I'm critiquing the game and I'm like, what does this do? Me critiquing a 20-year-old Star Trek game that nobody plays anymore, that is not sold anywhere, that the only people that plays are the people that already played and love it already. There will never be any sequel, there will never be any remake. So why the fuck am I saying that the Mission 5 is completely unfair because they should have done that, because this is... I don't know. Who am I talking to? There's no fucking... Like, in the best of worlds, there would be many future game developers that would be watching my stream and being like... And being... Taking notes of... Oh, yes. Level design should be like that. You're right. Storytelling should be like this. Yes, I'm gonna take all his ideas and make a game out of it, you know? No, that won't happen. But that's kind of... I'm doing it anyway. And this thing needs to fucking die, and it's so powerful. So I need to use this to bump my magic It's not hard, it's just that I want to finish this battle as fast as possible. So it's like, fuck it, we're gonna black hole this guy. We're gonna black hole our way to the entire game. Because why not? Yeah, black hole, let's go. If only people had time to watch all the content they were interested in. Yeah. Well, then you would arrive at the end of your journey. And what would you do then? I like having things to look forward to. If I put 100 things in front of me and I do these 100 things, or I know I'm gonna do these 100 things and there's nothing after that, what the I'm gonna freak out. But that's just me. Like, I'm not intimidated by a backlog or a list of games I want to play. I'm excited about it. Oh, same thing with movies, same thing with series. Yes, sometimes I'm disappointed would be the right word about the fact that I may not get to that series, or I feel I don't have the time to watch all these things. But I tend to prioritize the stuff that I really want to watch. So in the grand scheme of things, I'm watching the best thing I want to watch right now. So I should not really be complaining, right? I'm reading Foundation right now. It's pretty neat. It's not amazing. I wonder where it's gonna go. For now, it's actually pretty tame and not very sci-fi. Like, I would much rather read Dune again. But I'm gonna give it a chance. I'm gonna read it completely. No, actually, what I should be reading, once I'm done with that, is The Neuromancer. Reread it, because it would be the second time, but the first time it was like 20 years ago at this point. More than 20 years ago. I ordered it. I ordered it when we started watching the Cyberpunk movies. The objective was to finish reading it before starting to watch the Cyberpunk movies. So I utterly failed. Yes, Neuromancer is actually a really good book. I thought so 25 years ago. But I did read the first chapter when I got it. Like, I got it and I just kind of read the first couple of pages. And I was like, oh, yeah, I think it's gonna be good. As good. There's so many things that are inspired by the book, though, that when you read the book, even when I read it in 2000, probably closer to 2005 that I read it, like, I had already seen all these stories, kind of. All target, let's go, all target. Kiss! These guys are tough! Hey, Dick, how's it going? I used to only buy a book, finish it, or almost finish it, and then buy another to read it immediately afterwards and just go like that. I never had books that were just sitting there, but now, yes. Because once we did a trip in Maine, went to a bookstore, because I like to read books in English.
Come on, show me your dick!
Oh, Nick's, yes, I know exactly what you're talking about. Anyway, I bought a bunch of books in English. Nowadays, I just go into Amazon if I want a book. But I have all these books now. I have like a backlog of books. But I'm not super interested in reading, to be honest. Like, I'm not the guy that's gonna be, oh, read, I love reading, I read books all the time. No, when I was young, I liked books, mostly because computer games were starting to look like this, but most were not super. So reading was actually pretty high on my list of things I like to do because of I'm a story. I like stories and characters. I like my stories. Again, exactly. Next, what I started to do was that is that first of all, I read the first time I read Dune was when I went to that Scotland trip on the plane, and while I was there, because I did not have a phone, so the phone killed my reading. Not that it was like I read all the time, but it definitely hampered it. So we got a key. Is that what we got? We got a red catacomb key. Yeah, video games are a replacement for books, somewhat. It's different. It's much less intellectual, that's for sure, the video games. I mean, some are more than others, but it's interactive. Like, I like the interactivity of the video game. Again, I'm just gonna do law, berserk, and all, just kill them all in one shot. Between each battle, I should take an item that brings my MP close to the higher than 80, so that I can do this to every battle and move on. Yes, the book has this about it. It's your imagination. It's your world, but it's your world. So you're limited by your imagination. So that's another reason I like movies and series and video games and a visual or audio, or both, is that the creator, the artist, can bring you into his world. So, like, my father reading Dune, okay, and me reading Dune, completely two different worlds in their minds, okay, and my father reading Dune, and let's say the movie Dune, again, differences, and probably the movie Dune is probably more interesting than his imagination, just because we're talking about a movie that has multiple artists that are like drawn concept about all sorts of ship, planets, weapons, costumes. So it's difficult to top. Like, I always like. So, like, I read Lord of the Rings and I had an image of Lord of the Rings in my mind. But when I watched the adaptation, the Peter Jackson adaptation, I was like, oh, okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's much cooler than what I thought. Oh, we're done. That's it. I can only do that. Kalis. That's the thing. I forgot between the battle. Oh. But when I reread The Lord of the Rings after watching the movie, there's scenes that I would have liked to be in the movie. Um, there's the Tom Bombadil scene, of course. Everybody talks about it. But there's another scene just preceding Tom Bombadil, where Bilbo is... No, not Bilbo. Bilbo? Frodo? Frodo. Frodo, Bilbo's in the oven. Frodo is... There's the two characters are the fucking same. I'm sorry. But J.R.R. Tolkien on that thing, I mean, these two characters are interchangeable. Anyways, they're part of the same family, so whatever. They're the same. But like Frodo stumbles into... What's it called? It's a cemetery of the old kings, and there's wraiths in there, but it's not like the wraiths, like the 9 wraiths, the ring wraiths, not the ring wraiths, but just standard wraiths, you know, like level 7 wraiths, not level 20 ring wraiths or something, you know. And then he gets saved by Tom Bombadil. And that moment in the book is really fucking weird, and I would have liked a visual interpretation of that. But it was not, probably because it's too difficult. I don't know, maybe J.R.R. Tolkien is too vague in the description. I don't know. No, I still can't do it. Nothing changed here. Let's do a big summon instead. Fire, summon, all... Bang. Yeah, the cartoons. What I did not see was the Return of the King cartoon. Probably no one has seen those. It's a completely different style. The Hobbit cartoon also completely different style. Much more comical and musical and fun. Still interesting. I would take the fucking Ralph Bashkin, is that his name? Ralph's adaptation of The Hobbit over the Hobbit movie any fucking day. The Hobbit movie is an aberration that should never exist. It's like The Hobbit, but lots of the parts of The Lord of the Rings that were not in the movies, but in the books, shoved into The Hobbit. Plus, let's put some parts of the Cimmerion in there, and things that are not even anywhere. Let's take things out of our fucking ass and just throw it on the screen and make a trilogy out of the fucking Hobbit. Out of a children's book. That movie should have been a children's movie. Like, minimize the gore, minimize the lore, go with songs, adventure. That's it. That's all you fucking need. What the fuck? And instead they made this fucking thing that is just the worst thing ever. I'm sorry if you like The Hobbit. I think it's horrible. By itself, if you don't care about Lord of the Rings or the book or whatever, or what Tolkien was trying to convey and the themes and all that, if you don't give a shit about any of that, yeah, I guess the movie is fine. I guess it's a cool movie. It's a cool action adventure movie, but it's fucking horrible. I can't even believe that they wrote that. Even Peter Jackson said it was a piece of shit. I don't remember the interview, but he did say, he didn't use the words piece of shit, but he did say that it's a mess, and he says that it was pushed by the studios and blah 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 blah. But you know, fuck. I'm sorry, but fuck you. No, you just have to get some balls, colonne vertébrale. Again, I forgot to put points in magic. Each time I finish battle, I need to fill that bar up. That bit wasn't good. I want to go watch it. You wanted to go watch a 60 FPS 3D version in IMAX? Why would you want that? What? You of all people. Why would you want that? What? If I want to watch a movie, okay, I go see if it's in the theaters. It needs to be in English and it needs to be in not 3D. And then I'll go watch it. That's my rule. So we came here just for a key. Let me check. I just want to be sure. Yeah, no, go back. Once we're done, go back. We missed a psyche charm. In one more room east is a coffin. Oh. East, let's go. The vagueness of the items led me to see what they were all about, as well as other magic items. Yeah, you read the like you play Dungeons and Dragons. And then you read Lord of the Rings, and you're like, oh, rings, magical rings. Oh, an elven cloak. Oh, an elven cloak. Oh, Mithril. Oh, Mithril. Okay, yeah, Mithril. It's like, what the fuck? And then you watch or you read one of the Alice books. Oh, Vorpal blades. Because Dungeons and Dragons is just a mishmash of everything. It could not exist today because it was infringing on all the fucking copyrights. I don't know how, because maybe the laws back in the day were kind of vague and nobody gave a shit. But it's crazy. D&D is like, yeah, we're gonna take that, we're gonna take that, we're gonna take that. I'm sure a lot of things was like public, whatever, but I'm sure that a lot of it wasn't. That's probably why some of the books later, oh, that creature's not there anymore. The Tarask, isn't the Tarask also in an Alice book or something? The Tarask is another thing that just like that's not Lord of the Rings. I don't remember what it is, but the Tarask is another thing that's from something else. No one has ever read Lord of the Rings. Well, shut the fuck up. I read Lord of the Rings twice. I have the books right there. Are they there? They're not there, but I can get them to you. No one has ever read Lord of the Rings. Possible. I heard it again recently and I was like, yes, that's where the Tarask is from. But I can't remember what it was. Oh, I forgot again. My introduction to Dungeons and Dragons was I was like 5 years old and I watched the Dungeons and Dragons cartoons. And there was a Dungeon Master. Dungeon Master was played by if you remember the cartoon, you will think this is so the I love the guy though, but voyons. The Dungeon Master was played by Wallace Shawn. No, it wasn't, but you know, just look it up. You'll see what I mean. Did they make a book of the Lord of the Rings? Yes. They took both. They took the cartoon version and the movie and kind of merged them together and added a bunch of parts in it and wrote it and also sent it back into the past. Yeah. I don't know. I don't remember the series. I just remember what the character looked like, and it's only because I saw it recently. Ah, where do I need to go now? There was a locked door here. Okay, magic. But yeah, it wasn't the best show, but it introduced me to Lord of the Rings, and it was very first edition. Like there was an elf, archer, a mage, a cleric. I don't even know if there was a cleric. It was like fighter, mage, ranger. Probably wasn't a thief, and it was the dungeon master. It's not gonna be here. It's about the once and future king. It's about King Arthur, real man, read real myths. Real myths? Okay. I'm not sure we have the same definition of myth, but so there's a locked door somewhere here. I can't see where it is because the places that I'd like to point with the mouse, but the places that are cut off, that's the bridge that has this. That's a switch. Funny enough, the GOG version of this game comes with every single map as an extra. It's all bitmap or something, but it's every single map in the game in super high resolution. It's literally the map of the game with no annotation, nothing. It's just like the pure maps. Go back to the first area, up the stairs to the north, around the path to the north. I hate this description. And down the set of stairs at the north. Go back the first area, up the stairs to the north, around the path to the north, and down the set of stairs at the north. I'm not joking, that's what it says. Go west and hit switch 3 to extend and retract some bridges. Oh, okay, then I'll have to go back. God damn it. There's only one way. This is it. We need to go back to the switch. But yeah, having read Lord of the Rings twice, I would say Lord of the Rings is definitely not for weaklings. It's a hard book to read. It's not a fun book to read. It's almost homework. Like J.R.R. Tolkien has great imagination, but he's not the best to make it fun. Or an easy read. It's like it's almost spewing facts, and I don't think that's the best writing. Like, I don't think that J.R. Tolkien is the best writer ever. Even though Lord of the Rings is one of my favorite books. Those two things can coexist. Everybody's surprised how an RPG is long. Especially JRPGs. Again, I don't have enough magic to do what I want to do because I'm a dumbass. The roller coaster ride, yes. Exactly, it was exactly that. They took a roller coaster ride inside the Dungeons and Dragons world. Well, that series, no, not this. Like, affected me as a person. Like, it. That's the reason I love fantasy so much, and that's why I love Dungeons and Dragons and goblins and dragons and treasures and magic, mystical stuff. That's because of that series. And the reason I love sci-fi so much is probably because of the Transformers of all things, and mainly the 3 first episodes on Cybertron. Well, the first 2 episodes on Cybertron. Cybertron. Holy fucking shit. This is not where I needed to go. Even though this is north, north, north. The Hobbit is a book that is much easier to read, but it's a children's book. It's an old book. Lord of the Rings is an old book. So the style of writing was different. It's like watching an old movie. You kind of have to be used to it. Or not, you're going to have difficulty. It's not just the words, it's just the way they phrase things, the way even like the chapter, the way everything is. It's just different nowadays. Beast Wars was actually really good. Yeah, I will actually go into. I think I downloaded it. The maps of this game. Oh, but it'll be super difficult to find. Like, I actually don't know where to go because if I go up, I'm still up. I don't remember where the switch is, even though I switched it myself last time I was here. 3-4 days ago. Let's take this time to do this. So at the top right there, there's a switch, I think. I hope so. How the fuck do I get to that little island there? Ugh. I probably saw Star Wars when I was young, I just can't remember it. I know that I went to see Return of the Jedi in theaters. And that was like 86? Is it? When's... No, 84. When's Return of the Jedi? 83. No, I probably didn't see it in theaters. That would almost be impossible. Not impossible, maybe. Maybe. That my parents bought me. First time I heard about the 3D in movies, I knew about the 3D glasses, like sometimes in magazines you had that. For the longest time I actually thought it was just 3D, you know? And then a couple of years later I realized that you actually need to put those fucking glasses. And immediately I was like, nope. I don't know how you guys do it. But there's no fucking way. I remember the movie... one of the Freddy movies, like the sixth one, Freddy's Nightmare. I had a 3D gimmick thing with the glasses. And at that time, I would go watch every single fucking movies at the theaters. And I didn't go watch that movie because of that. I said, there is no fucking way that I'm gonna watch even 5 minutes of the movie in purple. No. No fucking way in hell. And I can't believe people weren't excited. But people are excited about 3D now sometimes. And not the people that I frequent. Now she's dead. That's really bad. I can't do what I wanted to do. I need to do fire all, which is really not the best. No, I can't remember my first experience in theaters. I'd say one of the earliest movie I remember going to watch the theaters, the first Batman. That was like the 90s or something. I remember it because I wanted to go watch a movie. It was like, I want to go see that movie. It wasn't like my family, we go watch this. No. It was like, I want to go see fucking Batman. And it was, back then it was like, oh, it's a violent movie, blah, 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 blah. And I think I needed to be with my parents or something. There was something about it. That was like a 16 plus movie or something like that. I couldn't just go there without any supervision or something like that. That was 89, so I was 9 years old. That's crazy. But I remember the beginning of the movie. The beginning of the movie is kind of weird. The first Batman. Because it's literally the camera going inside the logo. So when you don't know and you watch this for the first time, it's for like 2 minutes. It's like, what the fuck am I watching? It's just a bunch of corridors? That doesn't make any sense. It's not corridors. And it's like, what the fuck is this? And then, oh! And that was my first experience in the movie theaters. I was like, what the fuck am I watching? Oh, it's the Batman logo. And to this day, I think it's stupid. I don't think it's a great intro to the movie. It's stupid. The music's amazing at that moment. It's the classic music that we all know and love. It's the Batman music. Okay, can't avoid all the... I feel it's not even here. There's not gonna be any switches here. Oh my god, yes. The director's cut of The Exorcist. Holy shit. The version you've never seen. The version where she pees on the floor. Oh no. I actually do not like the director's cut of that movie because of the fucking stupid face, like the demon face. Oh fuck. That completely ruins the movie. Ooh. I think Exorcist 3 is maybe better movie than The Exorcist. Not that it's a bad movie, but it's very very old. And apart from that last like 30 minutes, it's a it's the slowest burn you've ever burned. Like it's so fucking slow. If you will only be touched by that movie if you have kids or like if you're a religious person. Because nowadays, if you don't have kid and you're not religious, you'll be like, who gives a shit about this? You won't get invested. You won't believe it. You know, you have to believe it. The people that watched it back in the days believed it. They looked at the movie and were like, holy shit! Exorcism are real. And maybe they are, but that's just a movie. Okay, so what happened now is like we moved a bunch of stuff up and down. And now if we go here, because that's the only place I can go now. 2001 Space Odyssey, and that's an amazing... like, again, I go back, and I'm still, like, at the beginning. I don't have a door I can open. Calice. Get back to first arrow, up the stairs to the north, around the path to the north, and down the stairs up to the north. Go west and hit switch 3. Maybe I didn't hit the right switch. There's 3 switches here? Stay on the lower level, so that wasn't the right switch. Oh, god damn it. I'm just gonna look it up. Oh, go up. Now what? Even this guy is confused. Yeah, super confused. And there's a switch there? Tabarnak. There's a switch right here when this is not like that. So, can I reload? I can't remember when's the last time I saved. But it is it is slow and quiet, and it is a long movie, and you can't deny that. Um, I like 2001. It's not my favorite movie, but if you've never seen anything before that, you're in 1979 or something, but like you've never seen anything else. That was it before Star Wars? It may have been before Star Wars. Anyway, it's all as fuck. And if you've never seen space and stuff like that, you'll be impressed. But now you've seen space. You can go online and see all sorts of crazy stuff. Eh? You're saying there's a fucking switch right here. $68. Oh my god, that's crazy. Wow. Well, like, it's normal that for a 1968 movie, it's pretty nice. What the fuck? Oh, what am I doing? Didn't we talk about Predator's mask last time you were here? No, I disagree with that statement though. I think the first Predator movie doesn't matter if you've seen the creature or not. It's an amazing movie anyway. And if it's the first time you're watching it, even if you know that there's a predator, you're probably going to be invested in the first part of the movie, which is all military and no real predator in sight. And when it happens, it's still shit. Like, the movie is still amazing. It was great in 68. The moon landing was 69. Wow, can you imagine? So that was before the moon landing. Can you imagine how people must have been in awe? And I don't think that 2001 back then was... I still think that back then people thought it was long and boring. And a lot of people didn't know what was happening. 2001 wasn't Star Wars. Like, Star Wars, people were wowed by Star Wars, but I don't think they were wowed by 2001 as much. Like, movie critics, people that know the business and all, yeah. Probably people were like, what the fuck is this shit? It's like Blade Runner when Blade Runner came out. What the fuck is this piece of shit? Ah, I didn't even see these guys were there. I don't know, we need to do... Visual experience, yes. I think that honestly, if you want to live 2001 as people lived it back in 1968, take some drugs from 1968 and go or watch it at home. Take some drug and stay at home, and you will be wowed. It needs to be an experience. You need to be almost alone, I would say, almost, to watch 2001. I wouldn't recommend it watching with a lot of people. And just like get engrossed. You need to watch it on a huge screen. You need to watch it with the volume very, very high. And you need to be like in the experience. Like you're watching an orchestra. You're going to see like an opera or something. And you're just like engrossed in the thing. It's not always the most entertaining thing ever. But if you're just in the moment, it is. Even the part where all the lights go crazy and it's just like, no, it's just like, it's like watching a fireworks. We all like big explosions as humans. Okay, so we click that, and now I'm gonna again check where he's going. Okay. So at the bottom there, there's a door. Even though it doesn't, it's so thick, the wall there. They added Hal in the movie to make the movie more interesting. That's a complete fabrication. That wasn't in the book. Or if the AI is in the book, it's not as crazy as what it does in the movie. Unless I'm mistaken, because I read the book and I don't think it had Al in it. Build an urban. Did they say that at the beginning of the movie? 2010, yes, yes. 2010, the movie that everybody forgot. And even I haven't seen it in a while, but I really used to. I still love it, I guess. But I used to love 2010. It's kind of a better version of 2000. If you think 2001 is boring, watch 2010. It's kind of the same thing, but less boring. I do prefer my Stanley Kubrick, but it has. You're right, man. I forgot. Oh, and John Lithgow is one of my favorites. I watched his latest movie lately. The Rule of Jen of Pen, the Rule of Pen, something like that. I'm a huge fan of Third Rock from the Sun. But I knew him from 2010 as an actor. But like when I saw the movie Rising Kane, where he plays a multiple personality, I was like, oh my god, this guy's amazing. And then afterwards, I watched Third Rock from the Sun, which is very, very different. But like the guy has a range, an amazing range. It was underrated. I don't know if it was underrated. Everybody loves Third Rock, right? It's like saying that 70s show was underrated. Made by the same people, by the way. Ah, such good comedy. Hey, speaking of good comedy, I saw The Naked Gun. Amazing. Another guy that has amazing range. Jeez, man. Yeah, Third Rock was nice because it showed us the world, our world seen by like a third person, like an extraterrestrial life form, like an alien. They were watching us and living through all our. It was like the best show to incorporate everything. You can incorporate like you can have a show on religion, you can have a show on smoking, you can have a show on traffic, you can have a show on TV, you can have a show on like the show could tackle all these things that we have in our lives and make an episode out of it where they discover for the first time that thing. They discover what a job is. They discover what coworkers are. They discover what like and then the younger one discovers what school is and oh my god, it's such an amazing movie. I can't like it's a comedy, but it's also a family show and it's also educational and it's also a commentary and a reflection and a critique on our society and shut up. And Third Rock is the kind of show, because there was a lot of shows like that I started watching like at season 3, for example, and of course they would show, oh, Buckaroo Banzai, dude, and they would show like repeat, so I would watch a lot of episodes all over the place, but I'd never seen the first episode, or maybe I thought I had never seen it and I saw it, because when I eventually saw the first episode, I was like, oh, so I didn't really miss anything. They just get beamed into a car and that's it. There's no, like, I thought there was an intro to this thing, but not really. And there was a lot of series like that. You're like, oh man, I'm missing this episode that the show started. No, even the pilot started kind of in the middle of something, you know. Catacombs. Oh yeah, Third Rock does hold up. That 70s show holds up immensely, because on top of the fact there was a show on the 70s, so it's amazing. Such a good show. Like, I also want to say that 70s show is underrated, because I don't know, it's at least the first like 4 or 5 seasons. It always eventually just peters out. It gets worse and worse and worse. So it's difficult to say, oh, episode at season 6 it just drops. No, it's like it's a slow kind of. Ooh, that season's not as good as the other one. It's still good. I mean, it was like here, so it's still very high. But each season one, and of course, as soon as Eric's out of the picture, poof. Well, then there was an immense drop. Not that the guy was an immense, like an amazing actor, but the character was important for the show. It was the show. It's like removing Mulder from the X File, and that wasn't the best decision. Harry and the Innocent, yes. Another, like, John Lithgow is was kind of part of my my upbringing, because I was a big fan of Harry and the Innocents. So, like, I have like an affinity to that guy. Like, I love that actor because of like three movies essentially, and it's 2 movies. It's Harry and 2010 basically. And there's other actors like John not John, um well, anyway, I need to focus on the fucking game. So, okay, we just arrived here. I'm going back now. Be careful, I don't want to go back to the other Okay, so here is about finding where the switches are, or the keys.
It's locked.
I forgot to refill my magic. Oh no. 43. Do we have enough to finish this dungeon and probably another dungeon after this? I hope so. And then come out also. We have to come out. But there'll be less fucking around when we come out. Every single fight. This magic. Big Bang. It's like the ultima of this game. Well, there's Big Bang and Black Hole. Black Hole is the ultimate. Ooh. Anyway, we get the picture. I can check the map, and I won't remember all these things anyway. Okay. I think that's what we needed to do. I just did that. But now again, there's only one place I can go. But isn't that where we were a second ago? I think we have enough. Yay. They keep giving me core relics also. Need to go in the corner just to see if there's a... And the items, woof, I don't care that much about them. So this game is like on a planet with 7 floating continents. Like one on top of the other. Like there's like multiple shells. And the story is about like there's a chosen on top. There's a lot of lore, but it's basically the chosen. They have a prophecy that at the time of great destruction, blah 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 blah, 2 keys will be found to unlock the secrets of the core and bring peace and blah blah blah. And there's a big bad guy called Daskius that wants to just do it right now, even though they don't have the keys at that point. They only have one part of the key, and the next conjunction, because this must happen at the time of the conjunction, is in another 100 years or something. And he's like, no, we're doing it today. So he kind of like, yes, we arrived right here. Oh, now I can go back up, and now I'll be able to walk to some of the places that I was not able to walk before. No, it's because the game goes with a very anime style. It was all that was the reason. Like I read the entire fucking article on the development of this game. At first, this game was supposed to be a tactical game where you move like on a grid. It was supposed to have a daylight cycle. It was supposed to have all sorts of stuff. But then, like, oh, we need to remove. And essentially, when they decided to make this game was 1996. Final Fantasy VII was not out yet. So some people have said this is kind of a Final Fantasy clone. Yeah, once Final Fantasy VII came out, yeah, they kind of leaned on that. But for the longest time, this game was the studio, well, it's almost a one-man guy, like the guy that wanted to make this. He wanted to make a JRPG for PC because he thought that late 90s there was not a lot of RPGs on PC, and he is correct. You know, there's those old D&D gold box games. There was a lot of DOS games, but at the beginning of Windows, not a lot of RPGs. The two RPGs that kind of exploded, and then the PC market for CRPG kind of re-exploded, is Fallout and Baldur's Gate. But before Fallout, RPGs on the PC were kind of meh. So this game was supposed to fill a void of PC RPGs, and at the time it wasn't really meant to be a JRPG. But the maker of this liked JRPGs, so, and he liked the anime style, so that's what he wanted. But when they had to pitch it to the studios, because they were like, oh, RPGs, we don't like that. And I guess point-and-click adventure games were really, really big. It was like, well, this game is an adventure game. And that's why this game has a lot of kind of point-and-click adventure aspects to the game. Because they included that. I think that made the game a little better in my sense. Because it would have been a very basic, normal, by-the-book RPG. But by adding a little bit of point-and-click elements where you collect items, not a bunch, but some, and you give them to some characters, like or combine them together. A better FF Mystic intro to RPGs on PC. I don't think this is a good RPG to as an intro JRPG. This is a somewhat hard game, even though I'm just going through the game like nothing. The first time I played this, I thought it was somewhat hard because I didn't know all the ways you could play. I didn't abuse of the magic system. Once you get magic, you need to really, but you don't need to, but you should rely or lean on the magic system once you get access to it, especially once you get the all magic, just so that fights just go faster. But yeah, you're right. As an RPG on the PC, yeah, this one's an easy one. You should pick it up and you should be able to finish it. Just grind it, and those D&D or Ultima or those type of games, not easy to finish, not easy at all. Oh no, I've changed my party multiple times. I can't see all the party here, but we have 9 characters. And you can change them however you want, and they all have a... We function with a pool of XP. Everybody has the same XP, so it doesn't matter who you bring, which I love. And that was in that was one of the core things that they wanted in the game. They didn't want having, oh, but if I bring him, then this guy, I'll leave him, and then his XP will blah blah blah. Or if this guy dies in battle, like, you know what's really annoying in JRPGs? You get to that really big boss fight that's going to give you a ton of XP. All your characters are going to level up twice, but one of your characters dies. And the 3 other characters level up 3 times. So now it's even worse. So now you have a guy that's really down on his luck, and you have 3 other characters that are really like higher level than... I hate it. I would literally restart boss fights if I would lose a character, like, and the boss would end or something. Like, I hate it. And this game is like, no, we're not going to do that. Because that is bullshit. Of course, they wanted many cutscenes, and they had plans for this game being very, very on the FMVs, but they couldn't get the budget. This was made on a string shoe budget. I even posted a video on Discord on the tool the developer used to make this game. It seemed to be one big tool to make the entire fucking game. And it's literally like you place your tiles and you place your things, and very simple. Everything is in 2D, so it's everything is just a bunch of sprites. Well, it's kind of like in a 3D-ish environment, but you know. This game did a lot of things right, but did a lot of things wrong. Like these fights essentially end up being all the same. At the beginning, it's kind of exciting because there is a lot to this game. Not only the magic system, which is really nice because it's a combination of cards. So there's combination. So the Big Bang magic that I'm using, it's a magic you need to figure out yourself. The game's not going to tell you that if you use chaos plus law plus all, you're going to get Big Bang, or if you go mirror, which doesn't make any sense. You're going berserk plus order plus mirror. Those three cards don't mesh together, but that's the thing. It's like all opposites, and a mirror of those two opposites. Like, black hole, motherfuckers. I thought that was genius back in the day. I thought, oh, that's so cool, man. But now I'm like, because I've seen a lot. This game was a little more... It wasn't super revolutionary, but it was kind of a little bit innovative when it came out. But it was also inspired by Chrono Trigger. You can just see it by the designs of the characters and also the fights that things when things are aligned, you're gonna shoot and it's gonna hit all the things that are aligned. And if this game would have been made on a grid as a tactical game, which it was supposed to be, that would have worked also. Wait, I was going in that direction. Now, unfortunately, Nix, if you haven't seen the rest of the game, you missed the good parts. I'd say the game kind of falls apart at the 2/3 because the dungeons, this is a good example, but there's multiple others, are not huge. When you see the map, like when I saw the bitmap files of all the dungeons, I could just scroll through them, just go next, next, next to see them all. And I was like, the dungeons are like so maze-like. They don't look so maze-like, but they are because of all the switches and the back and forth and all that. And the first dungeons are not like that, but halfway through they start to be a little more like it's a graduation. It's not like a lot of games like, you feel this is where they lost the budget. Here it's not that they lost the budget or anything. It's because they decided to go that way. Bigger dungeons, more back and forth like at the end of the game. So the beginning of the game is filled with exploration and new environments all the time because you go through 7 layers. So you go through 7 not games, but 7 worlds, 7 different worlds. They all have their different stories, and some of them talk a bit about the upper or the lower layers. Some of them are more isolated and they have no idea there's other layers. Oh, I forgot. And this guy is a bitch. Let's just try Big Bang just on this guy. Just do law, chaos, just on him. Even though like for 4 more points I could have done the black hole. Like that's probably an effect that took 5 minutes to program or something, like, or it was already in a bank of effects. Throw all the pixels and boom, and that's it. That's the fucking magic. Move on. when you don't have to animate all your summons in 3D and your animation are literally 4 frames, it simplifies everything. So one of the first thing they did in this game is they made all these models. They all made very high detail 3D models of all the creatures, um, the PCs, the NPCs in 3D, so that if you want them in this position, or if you want this, or if you want the big character, you take that model, you put in the position you want it, screenshot, there's your portrait, you know? They are long, the summons, they are. I can show you one here. Let's do a fire summon on this guy. They're quite long, they're not super interesting, and they're in 2D because, again, it takes much less time. But this was actually a creature that was made in 3D, but not animated in 3D. They just photographed it at a bunch of angles that they needed, and then they just do this 2 frames per second animation. And you know what? I notice it now, but back in the day, I didn't notice that this game was super low frames, like extremely low frames of animations. We kind of need to use, can you use life? Yes. And this bar of magic is for every character. It's like the magic of the entire party. And I know it sounds weird, but it works perfectly. There's no problem whatsoever. Oh, and this game was also supposed to have a card game in it with these cards. And if this game would have had a card game in it, I don't know if it would have been the first to have a card game in it, but it would have been before Final Fantasy VIII's card game, way before Final Fantasy VIII's card. Well, maybe way before. I don't know if it's way before. I don't know actually. When did Final Fantasy VIII come out? I want to say 99 too. 99. Both games came out the same year. Shit. So they would have not been remembered as the first one, even if they could have been the first one to do that. Okay, so I hit that switch. It opened up all these other doors, including this one here, right? This was closed off. If there's enemies here, at least the enemies, when they're done, they're done. So you can go around the dungeon without any... No, we didn't go here, unless I avoided him. Okay. What's this? Curse Fate card and Vampire Fate card. So probably Drain. So we can probably do something like... we can't do it here, but... Oh, we have no magic. Yeah, we're getting low on items. Curse. So curse barrier. We can bless, but we have the bless spell anyway. So not much to do with that. It's pretty easy to find a combination. You put the card there and then you check what you can put with it. The game kind of shows you. Well, we got this. Steal hit points from enemy. Drain all. I know there's a way to drain magic in the game, but we only get it very, very late. And I used to do that. I think like the last dungeon, I remember like one fight I would drain magic and then Big Bang or Black Hole, drain magic, Black Hole, drain magic, Black Hole. But I have so much money that as soon as I get to a shop, I'm gonna buy 99 of these items, 99 of these. Well, we have 78. So to heal myself, I should use this instead of using magic, just to conserve my magic to for the attack spells. Yeah, I love this game, but I would have really liked if they would have gone the turn-based grid system tactical, I think that would have been better. But if they would have gone that route, I hope they would have done smaller dungeon because the battle would have been way longer. All these games that are grid-based, the battles are way longer. So the game couldn't be 100-hour long. That's just crazy. I do think the game is a little too long. That's the thing. At the end of the day, like this dungeon, for example, they should have just simplified it. Like the game's over or almost over. Like they're working on bugs and stuff like that, and they're maybe playtesting the game with other people, their family, their friends, whatever. At that moment, they probably realized that some of the dungeons were really painful. I mean, if they didn't realize that, Jesus Christ. Wait, I didn't do much. I went downstairs. I flipped a switch though here. But that didn't unlock anything up here. And if I go down that other stairs, I'll end up there. Which I don't think I've been. Yeah, but from what I saw, the games is super short. Like it's a 20-hour game max. Like it seems like a 10-hour game. From all the Let's Plays I've watched, I didn't watch the Let's Plays, but I go on YouTube to see how many games I can fit like for October. I had to check each game how long they are. And Gorky seems to be super short game. It's literally just a bunch of battles. The battles are long, and there are some optional ones. Like when I first thought about playing Gorky, I thought I would play it like more in the RPG slot, but even though I think it has RPG elements, I never played it. Even though I own the game twice. I own it on GOG, but I own the box. I bought the box in 2000 something, 2002 I think. I bought that, Seventh Guess, Toonstruck, and I think another game or two. I went online and because I was like, man, I need to buy these big box games before they all disappear. And they were pretty much disappeared at that point. It was probably past 2002. So I went online and I saw a website where the games were super fucking cheap. So I ordered all these games and it cost me less than $30 with the shipping. Oh no, we're going black hole. This guy is really tough. And now do I do it again? Man, this guy has so much HP. Fuck it. We have 39. We're gonna be fine. No, this one. Okay, let's see. This... Oops. Oh, it's a one thing. Oh, it opened up those... Well, one of the doors and the... Okay, so... Okay. There's gonna be more flipping of switches. But we cleared out a lot of the enemies here, so... I'm gonna take a little break here. And we'll be back.
Contact. I have contact inside the perimeter. Tower confirmed. Over.
Roger, Sentry 1 confirmed. One contact at 129er. Over.
Taking fire. Unknown enemy. Possibly O1 MG Hunter.
Roger that, Sentry 1. All units on full alert. Perimeter is breached.
Target acquired. I've got him. contacts.
All units, enemy destroyed.
Okay, we're back. I think the character should be like, imagine this is me running, right? This is me walking. Like there is a walk animation in this game. You maybe never seen it. But I double click to do this and I click to do this, and there's a way to reverse those two things if you want to. I'm just used to double clicking, so I tried it and then I was double clicking everywhere and walking everywhere. That was annoying. It's not the first game that does double click for running, and I'm used to that. I like that. But yeah, you don't run very fast. Everything in this game is slow-ish. So I think we have to do this. Is it this? I don't know. I'm a little confused here. Oh, that just closes this door. That's all it does. Hey, Arujit, I wanted to ask you, but it came to me after I responded to you on YouTube. What is your favorite Tex Murphy game? Maybe you didn't play them, but when you watched them or whatever, like, which one did you think was the best one? Okay, I think there's a switch on that platform here. No. What? Or here. Yes, this one. This is the one I forgot. Okay. This will open up this. Anyway, we get the idea. Now I can go back. Like, why did they do this? It's so obvious to me, things that should not be in a video game, and nowadays everybody can agree, like, backtrack. I don't like backtracking. Nobody likes backtracking. Nobody likes a big dungeon with, like, you go in, you have to go there to do a switch that opens up a thing that does a switch that go there, you go there, take the key, go back there in the same map, and you go back and forth like that for 2 hours. Nobody likes that. No one. No one says, oh, that's good game design. And it feels like in 1999 they should have known that, but it's like, we're gonna do it anyway, because that's just how it is. Fucking bullshit. Unlock a door, open the door, empty room with a switch in the middle. What are you doing? We are missing one card? Wow, we're missing one card. So much money. Yeah, so we go down. Not this one. Let's go down here just to see. At least I'll see the map. Yeah, not here. Oh. Oh, we have to go down there. Okay. No. What? Oh, okay. Yeah, no. Anyway, one of the things I was saying before is that they should have almost removed some of the dungeons or remove all the back and forths and take this dungeon. Okay, don't redesign the entire dungeon because that's gonna take a lot of time. Like if you're about to make your game better because you want to ship it, you can't redesign the whole level. But maybe unlock all the doors, remove the keys, remove the fucking switches. Make this a more open dungeon. Like, why the fuck not? But no, it becomes even more painful because this is essentially one big corridor. There is no choice. You have to go there to do that, 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 to go there to do that. But instead, you could have opened up all this, and now I'm here, I need to go there. Well, I don't know if I need to go. I don't know where to go. I just know there's a bunch of doors, and I just go, and eventually I found it. Like, isn't that more interesting? I don't understand. No. That's not what I'm saying at all. You can have doors, you can have keys, but I don't know if you're paying that much attention to the game, but like this is ridiculous. This is one big map. I've never seen this in any Final Fantasy or in any dungeon crawler I've ever seen. As I go there, click, 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 click. I've seen it in a couple, but they were not good. None of those were good games. Like, why do you put a locked door in a game? Like, that's the question that developers, I don't even know if they ask themselves this. That's the point I am right now. I'm sure Tim Kane's a fucking amazing guy, and there's many other great, but it seems that a lot of, even big games developers, they don't even understand the concept of the locked doors and the keys. So, why are you locking a door in your game? Okay? Answer: because you don't want the player to pass that point until he has done something. Thus, when he does the something you wanted him to have done before going to the next area, you give him the key. That's it. That's all there is. But it seems that this simple fact that should be taught in some kind of gaming school is not. And it seems that developers are like, okay, I'm gonna make a dungeon, and this is gonna be a dungeon, and there's gonna be a locked door there, the key's here, you go there, there's another locked door, there's a key that are gonna be here. There is no logic to anything. They're just putting locked doors and a bunch of keys and doing a maze-like thing, and they're like, job done. Job, correct. Job done. Not necessarily job well done, or great done, or amazing done, or memorable done, more like forgettable done. It took you as much time to think about it as it will be remembered, kind of. Like, if you don't put effort in your fucking thing, in your level design, nobody will, like, they'll just, you took it as a one, it's done, well, they'll play your game, it's done, you know? Put some heart in it. That's what I was saying, Average. Like, who am I talking to? I'm talking to some kind of imaginary developer that's looking at every one of my my stream and being like, yeah, this guy knows what he's talking about. Okay, so I don't know if I'm at the right place, because I done all that, man. But we're almost done, I think. Let's go up here. Probably went there. Okay, we need to go top left. So top left goes down. I don't know. New developers should just go watch Tim Kane's channel. He's an actual game developer. He knows what he's talking about. So we're gonna go back up. God damn it. Wait. No, I'm gonna stay here because when I go up, I can see the other map. I need to be able to switch between the two maps. The upstairs map. Yes, this is connected to the hip bone. The hip bone is connected to the dungeon bone. The dungeon bone is connected to the maze bone. Wait, that's not even connected. Did I close up a door somewhere that I should not have closed? But then what? This is connected to this. Okay. But yeah, there's a switch somewhere. And I feel like I opened when I should have closed. Maybe I closed, I pick a fight, I talked. Yeah, we're there. We just go up there, go down there. And then it's... Do we have another bomb? We have another bomb. Maybe it's a bomb. But wasn't I here a second ago? Okay. And here it's... We're told it's the... I don't care if we get in a fight, but I like to avoid them. Yes! Yes!
If I had the right
No, shut up.
Haha, I love it.
New developers just ignore your critical commentary. Yeah, they purposely ignore my commentary. Yeah. They don't even know I exist. And even if they knew I existed, they couldn't care less, I'm sure. No, they need to do their own. But I think that it's pretty obvious what sells a game now. Isn't it? Isn't it? Maybe I'm too old and it's obvious to me, but Jesus Christ. Yeah, we still need magic. It's like, oh my god, Silk Song! Silk Song sold millions and millions of copies. Wow, wow, it must be amazing. Well, I'm sure it's good, but you know what? It's 20 fucking bucks. And that plays a huge role. Stop selling your games at 80 bucks because people are not me or others. They play maybe 5 or 10 hours of your game, of your 80 bucks game. So when they see a game at 20 or 10 bucks, they're like, yeah. And it's well reviewed. Many people played that game and I'm sure they don't even like platformers. But it was 20 bucks and the ratings were good. So yeah, that's all you need. Good game, cheap game. That's it. It's not fucking rocket science. But you listen to them in interviews and it's like rocket science. We don't understand. It's an anomaly. It's an anomaly. Yeah. Silk Song anomaly. Expedition 33 anomaly. Baldur's Gate 3 anomaly. Yeah. Oh, people are coming back to... there's never been so many players of No Man's Sky. Like, normally you go into the Steam charts and you see games will start high and then they'll peter off in oblivion as time goes on. Multiplayer game will stay higher longer and then they'll peter off. But then you have No Man's Sky that goes like, whoa, and then goes up, and keeps going up. It keeps going up. Oh my god. Because of value for the money. We're there, motherfuckers! Because yes, right now if you go on GOG it's probably 80 bucks or something. But you can buy that game at 10 bucks or 5 bucks. You just have to wait for it to sell. No Man Lies, yes, No Man Lies. Could you believe it? I saw a video recently that compared the first edition of the game, which I played. I played the game when it came out, and I was like, this is fucked up. I was like, what the fuck? It's a prototype. It's a prototype. But you know what? It took 10 years of development. But now, it at this point in time, it almost, almost goes against games like Star Citizen. Yeah, no, it wasn't acceptable. And even now, like I play it and I like it with my kids, and maybe I could stream it. I might stream it just for fun. There's a random element to it, so like we're gonna all be living the first time a lot of the things that will happen. So Catacomb, then we have Control Lab, Research Lab, Main Lab. Control Lab? PUBG. Do you know PUBG? Yes, of course I know PUBG. I don't really play PUBG. Oh my god! Yeah, this is a big dungeon. This is one of the biggest. Like this whole Catacomb thing. And now I'm sure I will never have enough. But here everything seems connected. Almost. There's a part there that isn't. It's not too bad. You know what? Just to minimize back and forth, I'm gonna look up this walkthrough where it says to start with. Well. First go to Control Lab. Yay! Oh. Yes, but with the new update, now you can do the Millennium Falcon. Because they added Corvettes. Like my kid had just bought a freighter. Or I don't know what's the name in English. Or cargo ship. Those huge fucking ship. It was pretty cheap. And he's all excited about it. And we're picking up Corvette parts. And I'm like, what? Corvettes? Okay, Corvettes. And he's like, what's a Corvette? I'm like, well, I guess like you have the little fighter ship and you have your freighter. And the Corvette is like the fighter ship, the Corvette, and then the freighter, you know. So you can put fighters and Corvettes in the freighter, no problem. But you can't really fight with the freighter. And so I'm like, the other one is like, and I think that the whole update is about bringing people in your ship. But I was already running around in his freighter. So he's looking at me and he's like, but I have a freighter. I don't give a shit about the Corvette anymore. Yeah, no Man's Sky is not about the story. It's really about just gaming loops and being addicted to, like, oh, I'm gonna get this new upgrade. Oh, I'm gonna get this new ship. I'm gonna buy this new ship. I'm gonna upgrade my gun. I'm gonna upgrade my shoot. I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get that. But to get that, I need to create this element. But to create this element, I need to blah, 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 blah. No, it's, and all these interconnected systems make for great gaming. It's like Minecraft. I love Minecraft. Like, I wouldn't play Minecraft all day, but like for a long time I played with my kid and all, and it's like, it's really good. There's so many connected systems and that create gaming loop in a totally open world. You can do whatever you want in it, but if you want to, if you don't, or if you don't know how, whatever, but like if you want to, you can create your own gaming loop. So for example, you'll be like, oh, I want to make a house. So okay, I want to make a house. What do I need? I need wood. So okay, wood. I need glass for the windows. Oh, I need to make glass. How do I make glass in Minecraft? And then you can discover how to make glass. We make glass. Blah blah blah. You know, it's blah, 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 blah. And eventually there's an ending in Minecraft. You can like go into the nether and blah 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 and all that stuff. Like my kid showed it to me just because he was excited because he saw YouTube videos, but I was like, oh, it could have been more interesting to just discover it by ourselves, you know. But yeah, at first I wasn't into No Man's Sky, but then I recently played it with my kid, and then I got like kind of hooked of the like, oh wow, these guns and these things, and then I can do that and I can do that, and I like voyaging in space. I like space combat. There's space combat in the game, and it's pretty nice. Like it's no X-Wing, but it's really good. It's surprisingly good. Interconnected with the building crafting system. So when you crash your ship, or you break your ship, you need to repair it with these same game loops, and it's I don't know. I think it's really nice. But I would get tired of it eventually, for sure. But dude, you can just go into the difficulty setting and make everything free if you want to, so you don't need to fiddle with the text file, dude. You're too far off. Like you lost perspective or something. Like that's crazy. But the multiplayer game is a fucking multiplayer game. I'm playing with my kid. We're together in the fight, you know. So maybe you didn't experience that, but that exists in the game. It wasn't there at the beginning, but it is now. Four-player co-op. Or you can create teams of 4 players, but then you can find other players in the world, so technically you could have more than 4. You just need to find these players and ask them to be with you and do the thing. They won't technically be in your lobby, but they'll help you and they'll do their stuff. Okay, anyway, let's fight. No more talk about No Man's Sky. Yeah, and I don't like trading. Like, I'm not a privateer. Is never really appealing to me. The trading stuff. But in this game, it's more appealing because it's connected with other systems. What I would prefer is a different style. I would like a style that's grittier, that's a little more mature, and I'd like a better story. There's some kind of story, but you know, it's more like an exploration. I smell salts. That's amazing. No, it's not. At least this dungeon is more interesting than the last one. Fucking catacombs, man. Fuck that. Oh, let's avoid these. If I can. Yeah, my kid said he went into a black hole and ended up another... no, you can go in multiple black holes and jump towards the... I shouldn't read what you're saying because you're gonna spoil the ending or something to me. I don't know that much about the game. I just know about the black hole because he talked to me about it and then I explained black holes to him, which was fun. And then I'm like, I don't know what it does in No Man's Sky if you go into a black hole, because in real life, if you go into a black hole, I'm not sure you're gonna get out of the black hole. I think that's a one-way trip, my friend. But he went into it and he's like, oh, I ended up like closer to the galaxy core. So it's like a shortcut. Okay, the center black one. Okay. Yeah, I don't really care about going to the center of the galaxy, but I did read that if you do the story mission, which is going to the center of the galaxy, I think, it's gonna essentially walk you through all the gaming loops, and you'll get all the ships almost giving to you. Like, you won't have to grind that much. Like, I've heard that you should not grind in the game. You should, if you want the bigger ships, if you want the better weapons, just do the main missions. They will just throw credits at you and throw XP at you. Constantly warp there. Yeah, that's the thing. You don't want to do that, right? That's not fun. Like, I don't think it's in my description anymore, but I used to say in my description that when I play games, it's not to get to the end of the game, it's really the experience of the game, like playing the game. I know that sounds stupid, but it's because a lot of streamers that I can't watch, it's like, it's a job for them, I don't know. And it's all about getting to the end of the game, to play the next game, to get to the end, to play the next game, to get to the end, to play the next game. And I'm like, holy shit, dude, the fuck? Do you ever savor these games? Or it's just like shoving them in like... Consume game! Jesus Christ. If I ever get to the center of the core or whatever, the galaxy No Man's Sky, it's probably gonna be more than 100 hours. If you know what I mean. Right? I'm sure you know people that are like that. Maybe you're like that. Consume game. Hey, Muffin Paradox. I don't know. Me and my kid, we already have easily 20 hours in that game, and we have done nothing. Easily distracted.
It's locked.
Okay, there's a door there that's locked. This is all connected. What about this? Yeah, so you played the game. You played the game, you know. Yeah, no, I know I haven't done anything in the game. I didn't think you had 300. The way you were talking, it's not like you had 300 hours of the game played. It's like, I did this thing, and I was done with No Man's Sky after that. Okay. So I was like, oh, okay.
It's locked.
You didn't say, I played 300 hours of No Man's Sky, and then I was done. Because I wouldn't have responded like I did.
It's locked.
Whoa, look at that. This is the first gruesome thing I see in this game. This game is very low violence, even though we bash everybody's head in. It's... Oh my god, look at that. Holy shit. I'm not sure we can get in there. Yeah, I actually think, and that's why a lot of people are going back to No Man's Sky now. It's not because of the latest update. I read it and I played the latest update, and I don't see why that would be the reason why everybody's jumping into this game. I feel that it's because now the latest year of update, I'd say. Because I played that game a year ago with my kid, and it was not the same thing. It was the same thing. It looked the same, but it didn't play the same. I was way more confused. I didn't enjoy the game at all. Like, at all. Like, I was like, oh, man, No Man's Sky, shit. I spent some good money on that. Because I bought 2 copies, you know. One for me and one for my kid. But then I played it recently, and I'm like, oh my god, I don't know what they did. I don't know what they streamlined, what they changed. I don't know, because it doesn't look different. But I'm like, now I'm in, maybe it's just, maybe I changed. Maybe I'm the one who changed. But I don't think so. I think that there's something that happened in the last year. The game is constantly evolving, constantly. It's probably gonna do that forever. I have a feeling that that game might never die. There's games that never die, like WoW never dies. Other games like that. There's not many. But No Man's Sky... I was about to say, is a contestant? No, at this point, No Man's Sky has completely proven that it's gonna stay forever. Like Minecraft. Some games will just stay there forever. They will just change and evolve. And people, sometimes there'll be an update that we're going back like it was in 2025, like in 2075. And people will be all excited. Oh my god, remember the graphics? Remember, they didn't have smells. We couldn't touch anything with our neural implants and, you know, whatever. Let's not think about the future. I shouldn't think about the future. Yeah, you can play without. Yeah, I think you can disconnect the internet and play No Man's Sky. Yeah, fuck it. Fuck it. Well, and this connects back there. So I just wanted to explore this. Didn't think there would be anything. The key? I think I'm looking for a key. Probably looking for a key. Must be to the north, if this is the north. Yeah, you can do that. You can do many, many things. Truth be told, for a long time, I used to... My gaming computer used to be completely disconnected from the internet. Because, I don't know, in 2000 or like when internet came in, of course I connected my computer on it. And I was restarting. Did I get a key?
It's locked.
Constantly restarting Windows, like reinstalling Windows, or realizing that my computer was beginning to feel like shit, and I was like, I blame the internet. And then for 5 years, like a very long time, I had my computer like in the room where I had my computer and my ex's computer, which was my wife's computers back then. So I had my computer and hers. Hers was connected to the internet. So I was playing my video games, and when I wanted a patch, it was like put a USB key. Yep. So that was when computers games did not need to be constantly. So I don't have the key for that. And I don't know where it is. Do I? Maybe I do. I always forget to do this outside of battle. Is there a chest here? I went there. Go to the all north into some rooms and hit switch A to open 2 doors, which I probably did. Follow the all now to southwest. No, I don't think I did that. Southwest in the southmost room with all the bodies, so we didn't go there, that's for sure. So I missed a switch here. Also looks like we could pick up these things because they kind of added items. So in here, there's a switch. I'm pretty sure I activated the switch or deactivated the switch. Let's see. Ah. Oh, I don't know how I missed that, but I missed that. $33. I'm looking at that number and I'm not liking it. This is overkill each time, but I could do summons, but that would take too long. Okay, I see. Okay, no, not fighting you. If I can avoid it. Yeah, fuck it, let's fight this.
updated my journal.
Okay. Okay, the two last doors that were not open here. Nice. Wait. All the time I spent to avoid this fucker. Are you talking about this? The sounds on the channel? He just types in a word. I did all the work. Oh, okay. Okay. It's the journal and then you ask okay. Yeah, die. Yeah. Okay. Well, I will have to come back anyway. Wait, there's only one guy? Yeah, exactly. Okay, I shouldn't... No, I'm gonna fight them. Like... Come on. I have to use magic for every fight, right? Ah, fuck it. Fuck it. No. This keeps going up. red Janam lab key. We already got a red catacomb key, and then they throw us a red Janam laboratory key. This. I remember, funny enough, I remembered all the items in this game, but I don't remember so many keys. Oh, the door, okay. This opened up this door. Core token. What the fuck is that? That's the core. Oh, this 30 art doesn't do much. 4156. Let's give her that as the core. Core token. 62 core. Yes, sir. And we're done with this area. We'll never have to come back here ever again. I hope. This is not one of those places we'll have to backtrack. Genome 1. Research lab? Ah, damn it. I expected it to be maybe a little smaller. Research lab, that would be the next stop. Do I do this tonight? Actually, it doesn't look so bad. No, I don't think it's so bad. It looks bigger, but no, it's just, yeah, the scale is always different on those maps. Oh, let's open that other red door. Why not? Right? Why not? Now you can discard the key. Oh, this one too. Okay. Against these guys, I feel that just lightning all by her could be enough to kill them. I can just go through this. There's many ways. Let's explore the lower... Like, this map is actually better than all the others because it's a little bit more open. I have choices on where I want to go. It's fun to have choices, especially in an RPG. But you know, they were right. That's what's funny about it, is this fucking guy, B-Man, okay, that kind of made this game, or at least leaded the project for this game, was like, no, this is an adventure game. And I said that like a year or two ago, that I don't consider JRPGs RPGs anymore. I will continue to use the term RPG and JRPG because if I say that Final Fantasy is not an RPG, I feel that I will have the entire world on me. Like, not just the gaming community, it's like everybody. My mother included. They will all want to lynch me. But it's almost, it depends almost, but it's... An RPG is a role-playing game. In a JRPG, you don't even play your own, you don't even play your character usually. You play a character that usually has his own story, his own background, and usually you, in JRPGs, one of the tropes or standards of JRPGs is you're playing your, it's the story of this character. You know, in this game less so, but in Final Fantasy VII, it's the story of, it's Cloud's story. In Final Fantasy VI, it's, what's her name? Terra, I think her name is Terra's story. For a huge chunk. Xenogears, it's, what's his, you know, it's always like that. Not always, but usually. And they all end up by saving the world. It's an adventure game with level progression, character progression, and that's it. It could be an open world adventure game with character progression. That's what a JRPG is, I think. ARPG, CRPG, JRPG, TRPG, RPG. I'm sure I used to say FPS RPG for games like Deus Ex, but now it's immersive sim. Like, there was a time that the term immersive sim didn't exist. Like, first, I described Deus Ex for the longest time to my friends. It was like, it's a first-person shooter RPG. I didn't say it was an immersive sim. Free PG. Cyberpunk, not an RPG. Immersive sim. Yeah, the back of the box. I'm gonna read it again because it's so fucking funny. Like, I was kind of, I had just finished it's dusty. I had just finished the expansion pack, Liberty Island thingy, whatever. And I was like, I like this game and all, but it's not an RPG. And I'm gonna take a look at the box. What the fuck do they say? Not Steam. No, the box. And it's like, it's clear as day. Cyberpunk 2077, that's the first. It says Night City changes everybody, but The first fucking line right up there, it says Cyberpunk 2077 is an open world action adventure story set in Night City. So it's an open world action adventure story. That's it. That's exactly what it is. No bullshit. No buzzword. No open world RPG. No. The RPG is not open world action adventure story. RPG is nowhere to be seen. So I don't know who wrote this. It's probably not marketing. It's probably the people that made this game. They knew this was an RPG. They make RPGs. The Witcher. At the same time, The Witcher could be arguably also like an open world action adventure story. But whatever. He says, you have a retail copy of Cyberpunk? Yeah! When the game came out, okay? Before it was dealt the this is gonna be a shit game, like, you know, because when this came out, it didn't run well, blah blah blah. A day before it come out, like literally a day. I think I may have kept the receipt, and sometimes I put the receipt in. I mean, it has all the things. And oh, by the way, this seems like a relic from the past, but this isn't like so old. Well, at this point it's like, what, 2019, I think. But there's 2 discs. There's first of all, there's discs. First of all, it's not just discard. I shouldn't show you the code. Do we see the code? Yeah, but it's used up. But yeah, 2 discs. Oh no, the disc is music. These are music discs that I never really used. Probably I never even heard any of these fucking tunes because I was playing the copyrighted version, you know, like the copyright free, or you know. So it's possible that, but that is not all included in this collector's edition. Now, it's, by the way, this is just like, I was surprised when I got this at Best Buy, I think. I was actually surprised because I took the box in my hand. I'm like, shit, there's stuff in there. It's not just like, you know, sometimes take the box as, well, is there anything in there? It's an empty box with a sheet of paper. This is it. That's all that's in the fucking box. But here you have this, which is an actual card, by the way. It's an actual card, so that's kind of nice. With my GOG code on it. But then, wait a minute, there's so much stuff here. There's stickers. Hungry for more Cyberpunk. But stickers. But also, this has become an unboxing of Cyberpunk 2077 stream. Nick says, you have a box, so let's explore it. And I know he's excited about Cyberpunk. He likes it. So, you have a postcard that comes with the game. Why not? It fits the box. It fits the box, so let's put it in. Yeah. Is this another one? Yeah, another postcard. And another postcard. So, guys, give me your address and I'll send you a postcard of Cyberpunk. And then you have 2 manuals. Like, I shit you not. I feel weird. Like, I didn't remember this was all in there. This is like... This is the fucking manual. It's a fucking manual, man. In 2019, it's a fucking manual. Like, this game was really, really, really amazing. Even when it came out and people were shitting on it, I was rooting for the game. I was laughing at all the glitches. And there's more. Oh, there's definitely more. There's the thing that I think is the most interesting. I don't know what this is. Oh, this is like... Oh. Oh. Like the cards? Maybe? We're having fun. Maybe it fits perfectly, so maybe this was like this when I got it. Maybe. But yeah, the best thing of all is a fucking map. This I remembered. I was pretty excited. I remember I was like, if I'm gonna buy this game and it looks amazing, because the reviews were not talking about the performance problems. That was after the fact. When I bought this, reviews were like, this is amazing. And I was like, wow, CD Projekt Red, Cyberpunk, reviews are saying it's amazing. Fuck it, I'm gonna go buy it. And you know what? If it's actual shit, I'm gonna fucking return it. And even though, yes, it was glitchy as fuck, it was such a fun. I had so much fun. Like the first hours I was playing that I'm like, yeah, no, this game is great, and they're gonna patch all this shit out. And I had confidence on CD Projekt. Anyways, does it tell you in the manual how to install the game? Probably. Let me check. The manual is probably available online and all of them. It's in French and in English because ici au Québec, ça prend les deux langues, câlisse. Les deux langues. And that's why my copy also on top of this, I also have a sleeve because this is completely illegal because everything on this is English, and since they're too cheap to redo this, they just make this instead that you put on top of it. And this is bilingual, I guess. Yeah. But this is bilingual too. I don't know. Maybe this says included in the box map, blah blah blah. Maybe not all the versions had that, but all the versions where I bought it had it. Man, and I just wanted to have it physical because the price was the same. So I was like, if I'm about to buy it at $60, because that was the price, I'm gonna fucking buy it physical, and then I'll get the code and I'll go it on GOG, whatever, and then I'll have the digital version and a physical version. But you know what? Music CDs, map, postcards, stickers, all that, I don't care, but the music CDs plus the map is pretty nice. I don't really care, but for those who care, I think it's nice. And this was like, it was available in it. It wasn't $20 more for this or fucking bullshit. Again, it's, you see, the people that really care, like this is a WB product, so like this is made by a megacorp, but they still probably had their say on this is how we're gonna deliver the game. This is what's gonna be said on the box. Blah 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 blah. Because if it was for fucking WB, I can tell you they would have said like open world RPG right there. Probably in a big, like, this is unreadable. I have to do this to read, okay? I'm an old fucking man, but I have to remove my glasses to be able to read these fonts. They're so fucking small. And depending on what your problem is with your eyes, you may need glasses to be able to read this. So what did that do? Put this. I'm gonna put it right there. And that one, okay. You wish you had a box version, but I'm pretty sure that if you go watch my VODs of back in the day, I'm pretty sure that even I was having some fun. I was like, to say that I wasted time to go buy the box version of this game. God damn it! But they fixed all the bugs and it's fine. They not only fixed the bug, they did. They kind of did a No Man's Sky of it. They kept complimentary the game, updating it, and then the expansion pack came out, and it was amazing. The last game I bought box before that was BioShock. That was a long time ago. You know, this box here is such in good shape. Man, those fucking things were like kind of like out of the bike. I really didn't use it and so dusty, but it's still an amazing shape. I wonder if this is actually worth something. I wonder now. Berserk. Oh, shut up. Oh, I can't alt tab on the game while this is running. eBay. Cyberpunk 2077 box. PC. $25, no game discs. Yeah, well, no game disc, of course. It's a music CD. Somebody is selling it at $100. $100 for the PC the launch edition 2020 new factory sealed. Ah, mine isn't sealed, so it's worth about $30. I'm not gonna sell it. Gotta be selling the horrible PS4 version. That's what eBay was showing me when I typed. Okay, let's finish this dungeon. What's left here? Wait, I'm going there, but that didn't open. I'm still locked off of this. Hey, dude, awesomeness. I opened up these two doors, but those two doors don't connect to anything. I'm still gonna go there. I'm here. Arrogen, come on, man. Come on, support your developers. Pay for your fucking games. If the game is not available digitally on GOG or something, just download it on my abandonware or something like that. Yeah, this is locked.
It's locked.
No, I don't have the key for this. Anyways, I think I'm gonna call it a night. I'm getting very tired, and this dungeon is a little longer than I expected. There's still all these fucking rooms that have not been opened. There's probably a fight in every single one of them. Anyway, believe it or not, we're gonna get to the end of this game. Yeah, we're probably gonna finish it like near the end of September. Either next week or the week after that. This is a big ass dungeon. Once we're done with that one, there's less of the game. You don't say. Yeah, it's too late for me.
I want to get online. I need a computer!
You're probably in front of a computer right now or on your phone. So tomorrow, today I couldn't play. Normally on Wednesdays or Thursday I play a little bit of something else before the 8 p.m. stream. I couldn't do that today, but tomorrow we'll play some StarCraft 2. We're at the end. There's only 3 missions of Zerg to do. It's possible that we'll finish the game tomorrow. Well, the Zerg campaign tomorrow. And at 8 p.m. we're going to continue the amazing Interstate 76. Highly recommend to be there if you haven't seen the game. It's great. I also recommend you buy it and play it. Yes, buy it. Don't go to the sea to buy a $5 game. Come on. And it's like the price of a fucking coffee at this point, right? And we're going to continue this game on Friday. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a great night. See you next time. Ciao.
Thank you for your cooperation. Good night.
I'll buy that